Hello, everyone. News Channel 3, Chief Meteorologist Keith Thompson with a YouTube and Facebook live weather update on this Monday night. I hope everybody's having a good night so far and that you're able to stay warm. That has been a challenge of late with the coldest air. You know, I just put this out on my Facebook page and WWMT's Keith Thompson, by the way, shameless plug. My X page, at Weatherman Keith, another shameless plug. That this morning in Kalamazoo, it has never been colder in recorded history in Kalamazoo on December the 8th. It has been as cold once in 1942. The morning low was 0 degrees as it was this morning. So that tied the record. And it was similarly cold all around West Michigan. And it looks like we're actually warming up. I don't think we're going to be returning to that Arctic chill, not this week. But over the weekend and early next week, there's another push of very cold air that is on the way. And so we are going to be staying in the deep freeze, relatively speaking, though the next couple of days, we're going to warm enough to where we'll have some melting. That'll be tomorrow afternoon and Wednesday morning. And then it's going to get colder again by the end of the week. Jerry, hello to you in Benton Harbor. Ben, there you go, by jumping in them at under 12 hours on Saturday. Oh, yes, and I would say definitely an insulated wetsuit is necessary, for sure. Yeah, because it's going to be very cold again this weekend. Good luck to you there, Ben. Pam, hello to you. I hope you have a great night as well. Let's get right to it. Folks coming into the room here, see what we have going on. Again, we're live on the News Channel 3 YouTube page, live on the Weatherman Keith YouTube page, live on Facebook on the Channel 3 page, WWMT, and on the WWMT's Keith Thompson. So we're giving you plenty of opportunities there to view this. So let's get right to it. You see what we have on the docket. I'm going to squeeze myself back here. Hello to you, Kim in Bronson. Thank you for checking in. We have a parade of storms that are going to be moving through. These are these Alberta Clippers. And so time for us to get our winter legs back on. And part of getting our winter legs back on is going over our weather terms. And Alberta Clipper is a very familiar one for winter in West Michigan. Storms that form typically in the lee of the Rocky Mountains in the province of Alberta. They don't always have to form there, but that's common. Form in that vicinity. And then they ride the jet stream, which is in what we call a trough. It's a dip, if you will, that's over the Great Lakes, and it rides that jet stream right over us. Some characteristics of Alberta Clippers. One, they're fast moving. So they're in and they're out. Two, they can be rather intense, really strong little areas of low pressure that swing right on through. Three, they also have a lot of wind usually with them, and we're going to have some gusty winds tomorrow afternoon, Wednesday into Thursday. Could have some gusts of 30. That's actually on the weaker side for Alberta Clippers. And they also come usually with a punch of precipitation. In this case, it's going to start as snow, it's going to go to rain, it's going to go back to snow, and then it's going to get colder. Lori, any chance of icy roads with all the rain Tuesday or Wednesday? I don't think it's going to be much of a problem. I-96 and south. North of I-96, different story. Looking at you, Shinnis Joe there in Pearson. Let's see, my peeps there in Whitehall. Looking at you, Antho. Maybe Coopersville for you there. But I think for the most part, I-96 and south is going to be mainly wet. But by Wednesday into Thursday, north of I-96, I think there could be a little bit more of a mess. Thanks for the thanks, Corrine. I appreciate it. Carla, I am a little bit earlier than usual. Actually, I'm closer to being on time. I'm still late, but thank you for that. You're right. I do think there'll be some lake effect coming up this weekend after the Clippers there, Ben. So that'll give us another shot at some snow. And then it's going to be really Arctic cold for early next week, which could give us some more. So the cold, snowy pattern is certainly going to stick around here. Jesse, hello to you in the Berg. Tomorrow morning at the bus stop, just some light snow, but it will be snowing tomorrow. I do think it's going to be on the lighter side. But remember, as we learned last week, it doesn't matter how much it snows sometimes. It matters the consistency and the timing. So there could be some slick roads tomorrow. Chris, hello to you in Coopersville. Gloria, good evening. Hey, B&D Travel Consultants, good evening to you. And I am glad that you made it through the hurricane. We'll have to chat about that sometime, maybe when you get to the 1-year anniversary or something like that. But thank you for checking in And I'm glad, boy, that was some tricky times. Listen to me, like I was there. Tim, hello to you in Battle Creek. Brenda, hello. Janet, a long winter ahead. Well, we're off to a fast start, that's for sure. Nice and chilly in Bloomingdale. Hey, John, good to see you, buddy. Thanks for checking in. We are going to keep it cold, and I know that everybody out there on the slopes are very happy with this forecast, right? We need to keep it going, though, through the holiday, and then you'll be making bank out there on the slopes, right? Hope you're doing well. Let's see. Gloria, over winter already. Oh boy, I got some bad news for you. All right, let's talk live storm. Let's talk about the live storm update here. It's parade of storms on the way. Rhonda in Three Rivers, thanks for the thanks. And Barb, hello to you. Emily, hello. Up and down temperatures, and that's typical, by the way, of these Alberta Clippers. Out ahead of them, surge of warm air moving in. That's going to take us up into the 30s. Tomorrow afternoon, we're actually going to do some melting into Wednesday morning. And then on the backside of them, here comes the rush of cold air. So we go rain, snow, up and down temperatures, and then the Arctic air is going to be making a comeback. Let's start with your bus stop forecast for Tuesday. I know that graphic makes it look like it's going to be snowing to beat the band, but it's not. I think these are going to be light snow showers, but remember, we could have some slick roads. We're off to school at about 17 degrees, which actually is a little warmer than where we are right now. Our temperatures will be slowly moving up just a bit overnight. Lori, hello to you in Galesburg, and K&M in the house. Oh no, your car heater went out. That is not good, especially now. Katie, hello to you in Vicksburg, heading back there on the 17th of December. Oh, Barb, well then take some vid for us, if you don't mind, and some pictures. Definitely. I'm sure it will look a lot different. I hope that they're able to make a comeback, but that is devastating what they went through. We're talking about Jamaica there and the hurricane. Karen, I'm doing great. Thank you. Already over the snow. Car acting up this morning. Didn't want to start till afternoon in Bloomingdale. Brenda might have a rough time of it here with these cold temperatures. All right, here's what we're looking at heading home. Cloudy skies. Snow's going to be over. The snow's going to be mainly a morning thing. It's going to be light. Could see an inch or two. By our standards, that's light. Could make for some slick spots. But it's going to be getting warmer in the afternoon. We're talking about 34 degrees. And then we're going to be getting warmer with some rain in here for Wednesday. I'll show you that in a moment. But first, let's take a step back and talk about those morning lows. As you saw me post on Facebook and on YouTube, on X. This morning in Kalamazoo, it's never, in recorded history, it's never been colder on December 8th in Kalamazoo than it was today. It's 0 degrees. That tied the record that was set back in 1942. Jesse, you might have another day of that coming up next week. Greg, hello to you. 3 more days of work, then you're off till January 12th. You're going to Florida. I want to be your luggage carrier or something. You go all over the place. I love it. Nicole, hello to you in Battle Creek. Liz in Delton. Susan, thanks for the thanks. The weather's crazy for sure. Glenn, hello to you, checking in from Alabama with those A's up. I won't say anything about the Georgia Bulldogs. Probably not a good subject down there. Amber, hello to you in Martin. Thank you for checking in. Well, look at those low temperatures. Look at South Haven at -2, 1 degree above in Battle Creek, Holland, Grand Rapids. And look how that compares to our average of 26 degrees. That's ridiculously cold, record-tying cold. It's already back down to 8 right now in Kalamazoo. 8 and only 5 in Coldwater. Look at Charlotte at 0. These are ridiculously cold temperatures. I have declared that it's ridiculously cold, as if I need to. But here's the key. Overnight, these temperatures will start to move up just a bit. Even so, it feels like -7 right now in Coldwater, 1 above in Hastings, 4 below in Ionia. The big chill is still here. But look at what happens. Overnight, our temps are going to be climbing. By daybreak tomorrow, we'll be around 14, 15 degrees. And as you see, we're going to be in the mid-30s for Tuesday and Wednesday. That'll still leave us a few degrees shy of what's typical for this time of year. But it's a lot better than 17, 18, 19 degrees, right? And then colder air returns to the picture on Thursday and Friday, and we get another shot of Arctic air coming up here for the weekend. And we're looking at more single-digit lows into early next week. Keep the coat out. Don't even hang it up. You have my permission. Keep the gloves at the ready, the hat, the boots, everything. Elia, no more wet snow. You're going south. I hope you get there safely where it's nice and warm, or warmer anyway. Zachary, hello to you. Good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. Barb, Another storm coming in. We do. We have two of them back to back, Barb. Back to back. So the first one's coming through overnight tonight, tomorrow morning. When you drive to work, when you drive to school, when you're at the bus stop in the morning, there'll be some light snow. That quickly moves out. That's storm number one. Not much impact. Storm number two, a little more serious. Let's get to it. We go hour by hour, and I'll show you what we mean. Here comes the first one. We start our clock at midnight, 2 hours and 40 minutes from right now. Notice our temps are already starting to bump up. We're going to be moving up into the teens. We stop our clock, boom, right here at 6 a.m. Again, this is going to be lighter snow. Lighter snow. Don't want to undersell it, though, when it comes to that it could make for some slick roads out there. But that's this morning, tomorrow morning. By noon, that big push is starting to move off to the east. Maybe a little leftover for you there in Holland, Chris in Coopersville, Antho in Whitehall looking at you, Muskegon seeing a little bit. But for the most part, it's clearing out. And by tomorrow afternoon, it's just cloudy. But look how much warmer it is. Lower to middle 30s. Lower to middle 30s. That compares today when we were on the lower to middle 20s. Let's see. I'm missing some comments here. Sorry about that. Cheryl, when will it warm up? Oh, I don't know if you want to know because it might not be anytime soon. And remember, warm is a relative term. I got to tell you, we are not going to warm up until the middle of the month. But we will be warming up in the middle of the month by about the 16th, 17th. But listen, between now, we're going to be warming up into the low to mid 30s tomorrow and Wednesday. Just showed you that, tomorrow and Wednesday. Take those 2 days out of the mix, and we're talking about being much colder than average all the way until a week from tomorrow. So we have 8 cold days ahead. Well, really 7 or 6, because tomorrow and Wednesday won't be warmer than average, but it will at least be in the 30s. I hope that answered that one without confusing there. Last year this time we did not have more snow, Brenda. I'm glad that you asked that. But we did back in 2022. We have had, did I write this down? I know I've got it written down on a sheet of paper here somewhere. I might not have brought it in with me. But I do have, I'm going to be posting this on my Facebook page, and you'll see it. I didn't write it down here. I looked back at the last 10 years of snowfall from November 1st through December the 7th, okay? Because we didn't get any today. So through December the 7th, we're at 22 and a half inches at the News Channel 3 studio, 22.45 actually. 3 years ago in 2022, at this time, we were at 22.75, 22 and 3/4, pretty much identical. But going back the last 10 years, those two are by far the most that we've had so far. So there you go, Brenda. That doesn't mean that we didn't have a lot of snow and crashes on I-94 last year, but we had not had this much snow. That's only in the last 10 years. We had one that was like this back in 2022. 2020, at this point, we had only had 1 inch of snow. It can really vary, as you know, this time of year. Mike, happy Monday to you too. Thank you so much for the good wishes. Gloria, hello to you. Todd spent 4 years in Alaska seeing minus 62. You still get cold here. You must have been north of the Alaska range. You know, I've been out there. I've been up to Fairbanks twice, and I know that that is not fit for man nor beast. I don't know how the people stand it up there. 4 years, you must have been at the air base or the Army base up there. Mary, very cold in cold water. You're putting the cold in cold water to be sure. Won't snow for Christmas. It would be quite disappointing if we end up with all this cold and snow and then on Christmas Day, it doesn't snow. All right, let's go hour by hour here from tomorrow afternoon when it's just cloudy. Look at this. What? Yeah, rain and snow, a mix of rain and snow, wet stuff coming in here for tomorrow night. So tomorrow afternoon, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, quiet, cloudy, 30s. Then this is the next system. Remember I told you they're back-to-back clippers. And the second one that's coming through is going to be more potent. It's going to start with a wet snow. And watch this. As we go from Tuesday night, 11 p.m. to Wednesday, it turns into rain because warmer air is coming up ahead of this next system. It's a really dynamic weather pattern, meaning that it's just changing a lot and changing fast. Between tomorrow morning when the snow starts, which is going to be overnight tonight, and then it's going to stop Tuesday afternoon, and then Tuesday night we're going to have rain and snow that turns to rain Wednesday morning, and then watch what happens Wednesday. Colder air coming back in here by noon. It's snowing again as it's getting colder. And that cold theme is going to endure through the end of the week with an Arctic shot to reinforce for the weekend. I hope that all makes sense. And just in case it didn't, here's the way it looks on the 7-day. All right, warmer for Tuesday, still warmer for Wednesday morning. Temps falling Wednesday afternoon, all the way down from 35 Wednesday morning to 17 Thursday morning. Then it's cold with some scattered lake effect snow showers, and then uber cold air returns for the weekend. They're making me earn my money here. I'd really rather be in San Diego where I could do this and not have to work very hard. I'm just kidding. May, want to keep the snow for Christmas. Hopefully we can. Kanisha, hello to you over winter already. Gloria, what's going on for Idlewild? Pretty much the same story, although in Idlewild, probably going to see some heavier snow. Okay, probably going to see some heavier snow. Anything north of I-96 is going to see some heavier snow, I think. But we're talking well north of I-96. Lily, hello to you. Cool, I'm glad that you're here. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Amber's in Hudsonville. Thank you so much for being here. David, hello to you in Holland. Appreciate it. Supposed to be cold by the end of this week. It'll be cold on Wednesday. Oh, in KC. Can be cold all next week. Oh, boy, you got some cold air barreling down the plains. You don't have the Great Lakes like we do to wrap you up like a blanket. Of course, that means that we don't see a lot of sun and we get a lot of snow, but we don't have the brutal cold that you're going to get there in the plain states. So stay warm. Amy, have to drive to Detroit Wednesday after work. I'm thinking that'll be in the evening. Well, I got to tell you this. I don't forecast roads because that's a lot harder than forecasting the weather. But I do think it's going to be probably okay. There could be some icy spots if you're going there Wednesday afternoon. I think you'll probably be okay. Take it easy, though. We're going to be in the process of getting colder then. The snow will be moving out. There still could be some left on the east side of the state. So a little bit iffy there for you, Amy. Stay in touch with us. Check me out tomorrow on Facebook Live. Ask me again. And then also don't forget to download our free weather app right here on the phone. These are the times when it comes in handy. Track your temperatures, track your wind chill, track any advisories that might be coming out from the National Weather Service. Keep up with your radar. Keep it all right here, right in the palm of your hand with our free weather app. Try it. If you don't like it, if it doesn't work out in this kind of weather, then you don't need it on your phone anyway, and you can get rid of it, and it doesn't cost you anything. But I bet if you use it, you're going to like it. Fifth winter here, David. Snowiest start since you've lived here. 2022, I've got this on a bar chart that I'm going to post. I promise, as soon as I get through with this, I'm going to post it because I love it. I love me some bar graphs. I only go back 10 years, so I'm going to try to go back to another 10 or 20 based on our weather records. Sorry, my eye is itchy. Based on our weather records that we have in the weather office there to check it out further back just to see how many times we've had this much snow, 22 and a half inches by the end of the first week of December. So far in the last 10, it has happened one other year, and that was 2022, just 3 years ago. But that was the only time. So this is twice in the last 10 years. So I'll go back and check that out. David. Mike, thanks for the share. Fairbanks. Oh, yeah. Like I said, Todd, that's the first time I ever saw a shopping mall where the parking spots all had electrical outlets. I know that you know what I'm talking about because you don't go shopping at the Fairbanks Mall in January without plugging up your car or something like that, right? You know that. Yeah, Fairbanks. Well, thanks for reporting in. Like I said, I've been there twice. Went to the big fish place there, where they have the big, it's all touristy, you know that, where they serve halibut and salmon. They have the big fish fry, that giant park or whatever it is. I know you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, sure, Brenda. Wait, Fort Wainwright. Okay. That's some tough duty there in the winter for sure. Tough duty. I knew that you would like it, Chris. All right, everybody, I'm going to have to skate. Hey, I want to say thanks to WeatherGuard for sponsoring our 7-day forecast. And also, I'm going to go ahead and skate. If I miss some comments, I apologize. I'll catch you on the next one, I promise. I'll catch you on the rebound, right? Tomorrow. In the meantime, I'll be live in 31 minutes. It's 9:29, 31 minutes on Arc West, Michigan. I'll be there. If I don't catch you there, don't forget I'm live at 11 o'clock. That's an hour 31 on the Mothership News Channel 3. Jeff Porter, my good buddy, will be here in the morning at 4:30. Live weather updates, must-see TV, because he's going to have your snow tomorrow morning. From 4:30 to 9 a.m., he's got you again at noon. I'll pick you back up at 5:30, and 6 tomorrow evening. And then on Facebook Live tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. And I am trying to get better, getting closer to 9 o'clock. So I know I've trained all of you to be like 9:15. That's horrible of me. So I'll try to get closer to 9 o'clock. And then don't forget, I'm on Facebook, WWMT's Keith Thompson, on YouTube, X, Threads, and Instagram, at Weatherman Keith, the @ sign and Weatherman Keith, putting some updates and some pictures on those as well. Don't forget our website, www.com/weather, also our free weather app. Try to have you covered as much as we can. All right, everybody. Like I said, if I missed you on the roll call today, I apologize tonight. I'll try to catch up with you again tomorrow. Hey, get some good rest. Remember tomorrow morning, I don't think it's going to be debilitating snow, but I think it will be snowing for the morning commute. And that means there could be some slick spots. So please be careful. Be patient with everybody. Be patient with yourself as well. And I'll talk to you again tomorrow.